There's 23 million unemployed people in this country. This administration hasn't done enough to cure that.
Clint Eastwood, a Hollywood legend, has long been known for standing firm against woke ideology in the industry, often expressing his skepticism about political correctness. His stance has sparked discussions, with moments like his controversial remarks at the 1973 Oscars marking significant points in his career. Eastwood's outspoken views on societal constructs and his willingness to challenge prevailing norms have solidified his reputation as a distinctive voice in Hollywood.
I don't know if I should present this award on behalf of all the cowboys shot in all the John Ford westerns over the years.
That night, when Marlon Brando declined his Oscar for The Godfather and Native American activist Sacheen Littlefeather took the stage to address Hollywood's mistreatment of Native Americans, the atmosphere was tense. Despite the charged mood, Clint Eastwood did not shy away from making pointed remarks, further cementing his reputation for speaking his mind.
They're all concerned with the human dilemma and our confrontation with the fates. Human beings engulfed in a lunatic dictatorship. Men brutalized by their fellow men in a hostile river. Families ripping up their old roots.
Clint Eastwood's remarks, which sparked some outrage in 1973 but were largely brushed off at the time, have resurfaced nearly 50 years later, igniting fresh criticism. Social media quickly condemned his comments, labeling them inappropriate and even racist, with many calling for him to be canceled. However, true to his reputation, Eastwood refused to apologize, and the cancellation attempt soon lost momentum.
What did you make of what happened tonight?
Well, listen, I think it depends on which side you're on in all of this. Obviously, people are going to try to find negatives if you're on the left.
Clint Eastwood hails from a time when words weren't scrutinized as heavily, and a joke was simply seen as a joke. He has made it clear that he does not align with any particular political side, instead choosing to remain open to diverse perspectives rather than adhering to a specific ideology.
What do I care about? It's not the younger generation, it's the older generation now. The younger generation's fine.
Clint Eastwood's clash with woke culture extends far beyond a single episode. For decades, he has openly criticized political correctness, arguing that it erodes Hollywood's authenticity. While many in the industry tread carefully, Eastwood has remained steadfast in his beliefs. Now in his later years, the legendary actor and director has grown increasingly outspoken about his disdain for the political correctness that he feels has overtaken the profession.
Talk about political correctness in a new Esquire magazine interview. Here's the quotes. Everybody's getting tired of political correctness. Kissing up. That's the kiss-ass generation we're in right now. Everybody's walking on eggshells.
Clint Eastwood's illustrious career, featuring classics like Dirty Harry and Unforgiven, has cemented his tough guy image both on and off screen. Beyond his roles, his unyielding perspective has kept him firmly in the public eye. One of his most iconic remarks perfectly encapsulates his straightforward and unapologetic demeanor, reflecting the essence of his enduring persona.
Now you're gonna look awfully silly with that knife sticking up your ass.
Clint Eastwood's body of work exemplifies his fearless approach to storytelling, with films like Unforgiven, $1 Million Baby, and American Sniper delving deeply into the complexities of human nature. These raw and authentic narratives once defined Hollywood, unafraid of pushing boundaries or facing criticism. Today, however, such bold storytelling has become increasingly rare as the industry gravitates towards safer, less controversial narratives to avoid potential offense.
Are afraid to admit that they maybe made a mistake, so it's better to be overly defensive and just say, well, I'm voting for him again. I just tried to give people, when I was at the RNC.
Clint Eastwood has been vocal about the industry's shift toward playing it safe, criticizing directors for abandoning risk-taking in favor of conforming to popular trends. He firmly believes that movies should reflect reality, no matter how uncomfortable or challenging it may be to watch.
I just wanted the real people, the real victims of it all, to get some sort of relief that the truth is put out there.
Clint's 2020 film Richard Jewell questioned popular narratives once again, focusing on the tale of a man wrongfully condemned by the media. The film demonstrated his dedication to exposing important tales, even if they contradict Hollywood's dominant norms.
And then people can gang up against you for no particular reason, or they have just a small amount of information, and they just run off with that.
However, Clint's opposition to Hollywood's political correctness is not limited to his films. It is a part of who he is. He has established a reputation for being unashamedly himself, opting to play by his own rules in a society where many others walk cautiously, afraid of saying the wrong thing.
People in your life, and you thought, man, I need to make a film about this.
No, not until I read the whole story, the way he designed it, and the fact that he did kind of a spiritual take without making it necessarily.
He's not interested in following trends or catering to the so-called woke crowd. He's here to tell tales that matter because they are authentic.
It's a cultural thing. It expresses embarrassment or insecurity. It's not that they're laughing at you or anything.
You people are nuts.
One good example is Gran Torino, in which Clint portrays a combat veteran who comes to accept his Hmong neighbors. It's a picture that doesn't shy away from difficult discussions, and it's all the more compelling because of it. His character's inability to sugarcoat his comments reflects Clint's attitude towards life. He's not trying to create flawless people, he's interested in capturing the rawness of the human experience.
I liked the character because he's a guy who, I like playing the character because he's a guy who's old school, he's from another generation, he's haunted by some of the things in his past, but he's also, he talks to people in a way that people used to talk. Well, I think you're an overeducated 27-year-old.
Even before the movie hits theaters, Gran Torino might be labeled as overly contentious, but Clint wouldn't have it any other way. He's never been hesitant to confront controversial topics, no matter how the woke crowd reacts.
You did two things wrong. One is you asked a question, and two is you asked another question. This kind of certainty comes but just once in a lifetime.
Every gun makes its own tune.
An accident is fate. Murder is evil.
Despite his success, Clint has never met Hollywood standards. He doesn't pander to the correct people or repeat the appropriate talking points to fit in. His reluctance to change has made him a legend in the profession. Even after stepping away from the spotlight, he remains a symbol of rebellion, fearless of being labeled obsolete by detractors. Clint is unconcerned. He continues to produce pictures and voice his mind. Clint is still directing pictures at the age of 94, with the same determination that he has displayed throughout his career. His distinct technique has also sparked appreciation from younger performers, who appreciate his commitment to portraying tales with depth and honesty.
Did a fine job. No, I love the guy. No, seriously. Both. No. I say that because he's like, it's like, guess what? Mount Rushmore just came down from South Dakota, and you're working for him now.
In an era when many shy away from expressing their true thoughts, Clint Eastwood remains a steadfast voice, refusing to be silenced and challenging Hollywood conventions. While the industry may try to sideline him, Eastwood shows no signs of stepping away. What do you think? Is he a relic of the past or the voice Hollywood needs today? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this.